In a recent video shot by paparazzi, West talked about Hollywood sacrificing people, which he says includes his mother, Donda West. Quote, my mama ain't here. My mama was sacrificed. Michael Jordan, what about him? His daddy, right? Bill Cosby, his son. Dr. Dre, his son. In Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. It feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control and to traumatize. And God love me, they hit me up. Gap, Adidas, they all took that money away. Still, Forbes, who hates me right now, had to write net worth at $400 million, he said. Then the award-winning musician began to name drop several black celebrities who he says are controlled. They can control Shaq, they can control Charles Barkley, they can control LeBron James, they can control Jay-Z and Beyonce, but they can't control me. Now, Kanye makes an excellent point, something that I suspected long ago when his mom first died and he started to rise in fame. But I never really went into detail about that on this channel because when you talk about things like blood sacrifice, you're veering into what most people consider to be conspiracy theory territory. And most people are not awake enough to realize what's going on in the music industry. I've seen documentary after documentary over the past 15 years that indicate and spell out in great detail how in order for you to make it in the music industry, in order ceremonies, certain rituals they have to take part in behind the scenes, sleeping with the same sex and having it videotaped, or in the case of Kanye, having a loved one killed, especially under suspicious circumstances. In order for Kanye to reach the level of wealth and fame that he wanted, he was willing to make that sacrifice. Now, this is not just me saying this. This is something, like I said, in numerous documentaries about the truth about the music industry. And unfortunately, so many fans of music have no idea what their idol had to sacrifice in order to reach that level of fame. They never bothered looking into it. They're like mindless zombies. Many of these musicians, rappers, whatever, are not all that talented. There are millions of other talented musicians, singers, songwriters, rappers out there who never get half of the publicity that these guys get. Now, I alluded to this in my video about George Santos making that hand sign on the House floor. Most people think that that hand sign was a white power sign. It wasn't, folks. That hand sign was not a white power symbol. It goes further than that. It goes much deeper than that. And it is connected to some of the things that music artists have to go through in order to reach the very top. Kind of loosely connected to reaching the top is another ritual that especially politicians go through, and that is the black eye. They must appear in public with a black eye, meaning somebody hit them. Even the Pope appear in public with a black eye. No makeup, nothing covering it. I don't know exactly what that is supposed to symbolize. I just know it is very popular, especially amongst politicians. But now I'm going to switch to a different article because it appears that Kanye and Adidas reached some sort of agreement to sell the remaining shoes. If you didn't know, Adidas has been having a lot of trouble selling the remaining shoes worth $500 million under Kanye's name. Now, it defies all logic for a corporation to risk losing so much money, but they'll do it because of certain interests. And in this interest, it's regarding the small caps, the guys who wear the small caps. According to reports, Adidas and Kanye have reached a new agreement following the official termination of its partnership. Rumors circulating on the internet and social media are now noting that German sportswear brand has carved out a new deal with Kanye to sell $500 million worth of his remaining Yeezy sneakers. Corporations love money. That is their bread and butter. That's what they are sleeping and dreaming about at night. So it goes against logic for them to pull their association unless it offends the guys who wear the small hats. It goes on to say reports of the new agreement between Adidas and Kanye come after news that Adidas could lose up to $1.3 billion in unsold Yeezy sneakers. So again, folks, this is really nothing new. It's been going on for quite a while. And what it is the black man, especially a famous black celebrity like Kanye, being humiliated, and at the expense of a corporation losing potentially over $1 billion. They would rather humiliate and break down the black celebrity in favor of pleasing the small hats. Just like what happened with Kyrie. It happens every day, not just in sports, not just in music, but in movies, in almost every aspect of American society. Until we speak about this, little is going to change.